Well, the most surprising thing I ever did when I was a freshman at Clemson was go out for cheerleader. I was a cheerleader my sophomore year, my junior year, and then my senior year, I was the head cheerleader. Well, my dad went to a football game at West Point in 1953, and he came back and said, every time they score a touchdown up there, they fire a cannon. We need to be doing the same thing. I said, yeah, well, that's great. I said, even though they're military school and we're military school, we don't have those big howitzers like they do, and all we have is tanks, and we surely can't run a tank out there and be firing it. He said, well, we need to get a small cannon and use it. I said, that is a great idea. Why don't you buy it for us? So he did. So in September of 1954, I brought the cannon up here from Columbia, took it down to Coach Howard's office, sat it on his desk, and said, Coach, we want to start firing this cannon every time you score a touchdown. Well, he looked at me and only Coach Howard can. He said, well, what makes you think we can score a touchdown? I said, well, I thought sometime during the year you may score a touchdown. And we laughed about it. He said, well, if you're thinking of doing it good, go ahead and start firing the blank thing. So the first game we played in Presbyterian, we got it sitting down on the ground there. We scored a touchdown. And the guy that we designated as a cannoneer, a guy by the name of Orlando Perez, goes over and pulls the cord. You know what happens? Nothing. So he puts his foot behind it and pulls the cord, and with that it goes off. Well, I could see my dad running down out of the stands, hollering and yelling, be careful, somebody's gonna blow their foot off. So we were real careful the rest of that game, and the next week he sent a little hand truck up on the bus, and I went down and picked it up, and the bus station was down there where the Subway shop is now, and I took the camera and the hand truck down to the physical plant and had them to mount it. Now, the best part of that is we've worn out lots of cameras over the years, but we hadn't worn out that hand truck yet. We had played Georgia Tech since as far back as I can remember, even when I was in school. We were playing Georgia Tech every year down in Atlanta, and that was a big game for us. Well, it comes along to about 1976, and we get word from Georgia Tech that they're not going to play us anymore. They're going to replace us with William and Mary. And so anyway, before that last game, I came up with the idea, let's everybody take $2 bills down there with us. Now you got to remember, in those days, nobody had credit cards. They had a gas card, but they didn't have credit cards like they do now. So everybody was taking cash down there with them. So I said, okay, everybody take $2 bills with them, and we'll let Atlanta know exactly how much money they're losing. Well, we took the $2 bills down there, and we had a lot of fun with it. The bellhops and the hotels and the restaurants all got into it, cabs and all like that. And we got a lot of publicity out of it from the Atlanta people. And it came off so good that we started taking them to the bowl games, and now it's just a tradition for us to take the $2 bills everywhere we go. We also went to a golf tournament up at the Homestead one time, and Jim Patterson took some $2 bills with us, and he was passing them out up at the hotel there. And the Jamaicans and the wait staff at the Homestead were all Jamaicans. And so we heard one Jamaican telling another, said, Clemson's got their own money, Clemson's got their own money. So we've had a lot of fun with those $2 bills, and this past year at the National Championship, it really caught on well. And so it's just one of our signature things, and I think the fans enjoy doing it. And I know people, when we go out of town, enjoy having those $2 bills too. When I came back to Clemson in 1993 to head up IPTAY for the second time, it was an opportunity to try to do something new. And we kind of lost a generation of young alumni after the national championship team, because there wasn't anything for them to join IPTAY with, and that group that got out of there, they couldn't buy a ticket. Tickets were so hard to get, so we kind of lost that group in there. But they were having kids now, so we came up with the idea, let's have a Tiger Cub Club, and for getting kids back involved in Clemson. So we came up with the idea, John Saketta actually, I came up with the idea, let's have a Tiger Cub mascot, and it kind of took off. I'm the most surprised person that we're still firing that cannon after 60 years. And I certainly never thought that the $2 bill would be something that people would enjoy and we'd still be doing them. I don't know what my legacy is, just the fact that I'm a Clemson Tiger, enjoy being a Clemson Tiger, enjoy everything about it.